G'day guys, how's life living in a jungle? This is a ranting Aussie, and hey, I've got a couple of viewer requests, and because I want to have a conversation with you guys, quite happy to oblige you. Before we go too much further, however, I'd just like to let you know that there is a ranting Aussie channel, and this program as it stands now, which is on my Drunken Philosopher channel, is going to be moving in about a month to the Aussie Ranter, and it's just going to be the Aussie Ranter channel. This channel is still going to be active, and every now and again I'll upload something to it, but this is going to be more of my philosophical, comedy, weird sort of thing, when there's going to be no ranting. So, hey, if you want ranting, go over there. So, let's start with the first one. The first one that was given to me by a good friend who I made a video for just last week. You may have seen it. It was the one about my friend Chris. Now, he said to me that he wants me to do a rant on domestic violence. Specifically, what can we do with VROs? Now, for those of you who don't know what a VRO is, well, it's a violent restraining order, and it ain't worth the fucking piece of paper it's fucking on. It means nothing. I mean that. I've been involved in domestic violence cases. I have been dealing with these sort of things, like most of us, for a long time. And violence restraining orders are a little better than a warning. You know, when you get picked up by a cop for, you know, going 5 k's over the speed limit, you go, oh, sorry, officer, sorry, mate. He's like, oh, well, I'll let you off this time with a warning. As a VRO, it basically says, you should not go near this person. It doesn't say you will not go near this person, or you should not touch them, or anything like that. It just says you should not. If you do, there will be consequences, which is usually the cops turn up on the front door of that person and go, you did this, you naughty, naughty person. Don't do it again. It's fucked. Fucked. You know what? I've got a little idea. And it's a simple idea. It's such a fucking simple idea. You know what, if you've got a VRO against you, that means that, you know, people who have served it upon you feel threatened by you, think that you're going to commit physical violence against them. For a person like that, not all of them are psychopaths. A lot of them have got emotional problems and issues. I mean, you know, you don't go around hitting the people you say you love unless you've got an issue somewhere. My suggestion is counselling. Simple. Mandatory counselling. You get a VRO against you, and even if, let's just say you've had a nasty breakup and your ex hates you and is trying to make your life a living hell, counselling probably wouldn't be a bad thing in that situation anyway. Get your head clear. So, counselling to me is the best way to do it. I mean, in Western Australia right now, we've got this Mark McGowan is going to be, apparently wants to be our Premier. He's part of the Labor Party, he's the head of it, and he's saying, oh, what we're going to do is we're going to put tags on these people's ankles. How the fuck is that going to stop them doing anything wrong? Once again, in order for the tags to actually work, because nobody's going to be watching them, all it's going to do is, oh yeah, you hit that person, we know you hit that person because here's where they were, here's where you were, here's the tag to prove it. It's not going to fucking help a damn thing. So, instead, what you do is it's mandatory counselling. That doesn't take away their liberties either. In fact, it'll help them. Now, let's just say you do have a psychopath, right? Somebody's completely insane. Well, then you get the counsellor and say, go back to the court and say, look, this dude or this chick or whatever is really looped. We need to get them a bit of psychiatric evaluation. Then that becomes the court order. Fine. And by the way, there needs to be a little bit of a thing on the tail of this thing. But there needs to be an extra bit to this as well. And that is, if you don't actually go to the mandatory counselling, then you're in contempt of court. Okay? Then it ceases to become you might commit a violent act on someone else, and becomes you have now contempted the court. And then you can be thrown in jail, or have a huge fine put on your ass by the court system. So it gives them an incentive. Look, just go have your counselling, go get your head straight, go get yourself fucking sorted out, and then you don't have to be violent. You don't have to be extreme. You can move on, your ex can move on, end of the subject. Now, I know that sounds too easy, and it probably is too easy, but that's my idea on this whole VRO thing. And if it seems to me that VROs are just thrown out, and that's it. That's the end of the subject. You don't have to worry about it no more, eh? Fuck off. Our law only works if something happens. So a VRO basically works like this. You are not to go near that person. You go near that person, you punch that person in the face, and then you might face a little bit of extra jail time or an extra big fine or whatever it is. It needs to come with some consequence. And if that consequence is that person who is violent and has the VRO against them gets a bit of counselling, well, I can't see that being a bad thing. Anyway, there's my thoughts on that. So this is the Rantin' Aussie, and I'll catch you next time. Hooroo. G'day guys, it's the Rantin' Aussie. Hey, did you like this video? Comment down below. Like the video? Share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'll catch you later.